Hello everyone, this is Mr. Storm, and in this video I am going to give you a quick overview of some of the personal settings that you can change within Canvas. I'm logged into Canvas here and I can see my dashboard. Over here on the left-hand side, I have a button labeled Account. If I click on that button, I can see a more expanded view of some of the personal settings that I can change. First of all, I have my profile picture and my name there. If my name is something different, I can change that in a later step. I'll show you how. I have notifications, profile, files, settings, e-portfolios, shared content, QR for mobile login, and global announcements. Down here, I also have an option called Use High Contrast UI. What that will do is it will make my Canvas environment look different, so that if maybe I am sensitive to bright colors, it will mute some of the colors and some of the text and buttons, so it's easier for me to see. I actually like the regular user interface, so I'm going to go back to it. Okay. Let's take a look at some of these specifically. First of all, it's really important that we check our notification settings. Notification settings will allow us to turn on and off notifications for specific things. For example, let's say I want to get a notification every time something is due, or a due date is changed. I can turn that notification on so that I get an email whenever a due date for an assignment is changed. I can also set a push notification so that if I have the Canvas app installed on my phone, I get a push notification for that as well. And I can actually change this to instead of notifications off, I can do a summary, either weekly or daily, or I can have it notify me immediately. Whenever the course grading policies change, I can set that notification. There's a notification for changing course content. There's a notification for new files added. Announcements, I leave that notification on so that I know if an announcement was made. But I've turned off announcements created by me so that I don't get any announcements that I've created. I don't get notifications for those. Grading, so we can turn on or off the ability to get notifications for grading. This says include scores when alerting about grades. If your email is not an institution email, it means sensitive content will be sent outside of the institution. Your email is your institution's email. So if you want to get an update of your grade whenever grades are done, you can click on that slider there. Invitations, submissions, late grading, all of these things. Now, I have set my notifications in a way that makes sense for me. I would pay attention, if I were you, I would pay attention to how often you're getting notifications in Canvas and adjust these settings accordingly, because you may not want notifications every time something changes. Okay. So let's see. That's pretty much it. That's good there. Okay. Profile. This is where you are going to change your profile picture, your biography, you can have links to certain things. I have a link to my website and my YouTube channel in my biography. To change your image, you would just click on that pencil there. You can take a picture if you have a camera installed, or upload a picture if you'd like. I would recommend making sure that your profile picture is the same as, let's say, your school picture. I know that's boring. I know you want to express yourself and put a picture of, I don't know, your favorite book or TV show, whatever. It's usually best just to have a picture of you so people can see who they're grading, who they're interacting with. Files, this is just going to be a set of all the files that you've ever uploaded or anything in Canvas. You're probably not going to ever use that. Settings is an important an important menu. In here, we can click Edit Settings, and I can change my language. So if I speak a different language as my primary language, I can change the language settings here. So let's say I spoke Spanish, Espanol, and there we go, and update settings. Notice that Canvas should update. There we go. Canvas has now updated everything to be in Espanol. So now I can actually read it in my native language. So we'll go back to configurations and change that back to English. All right. And if I refresh the page, there we go. Now we're back. Okay. You can see all the web. Oh, also your time zone. Make sure that your time zone is set properly, because that is going to affect whether or not you are seeing notifications on time and seeing due dates for assignments properly. Down here, these feature options you're probably not going to pay too much attention to, but there are certain things that you might want to turn on. You can turn on closed captions if there are Canvas Media videos being played. This does not affect YouTube videos that have been embedded into the Canvas pages, but if someone created a Canvas Media video, you can automatically turn on closed captions. Now you can turn on closed captions no matter what, but this will turn them on automatically. Course setup tutorial. This you can turn on if you want to go through a tutorial on how to set up a course, but my tutorials are going to be much more comprehensive. So if you're a teacher looking at how do I set up Canvas courses, maybe stick with mine. Yeah, so there are a lot of things that I've turned off. You can see open to do items in a new tab is the only thing that I have on. That way, if I click on items, it'll open in a new tab and I don't have to lose the place I was in. Okay. ePortfolios is mostly for students. It's a place for you to create a collection of work that you're proud of that you can kind of show among different classes. So let's say you work on an assignment in an art class, you really like it, you can add it to your ePortfolio, and even if you're not in that class anymore, you still have access to that content. Shared content will show you content that you've either shared with other people or content that people have shared with you. There is a QR for mobile login, meaning if I cancel the QR code display. But if you were to use a QR code to log into your mobile app, that would show up. I canceled it because I don't want anyone logging into my profile. And then we have global announcements. These are things from Canvas that they will present to you if you really care about those things. But really the most important things are your profile here with your picture and your bio and your notification settings. Those are the most important things that you want to pay attention to in this Canvas settings menu. All right, please let me know if you have any questions.